Yeah, it's definitely a pain in the ass when I keep getting disconnected like that one. That didn't even get me dropped into a lag. That kind of just threw me out. So I'm not sure what happened there. What was I saying? Yeah, at the rate this is going, I could see this easily sort of being under the 300 cans mark. But again, I have a lot of strong players in my region that sometimes they'll just make a huge jump there at the end and push through, and you'll be surprised what it ends up at. Are we back in yet? Watching my computer here, it says starting. I don't know why it would take that long to get things started up. Stream health is excellent. What are you going to do? Let me make sure it's moving before we do anything that might be considered missing out. Well, it's live. Yeah, sorry for the resets. Oh, did it completely? That's rough. I guess I wasn't paying attention enough. It looks like it didn't reset to the earlier stream, so let me keep a better eye on it this time. Let's go ahead and jump into what we were talking about with the coin offers, and I'll kind of show you guys my technique. I've talked about it in the past, but we'll actually be able to give you a live example of it. There's nothing too crazy about it, and hopefully this doesn't blow any terms of service stuff. I figure these are, things that everybody sees in the game anyway. I'm talking about a function of the game. Hopefully it'll slip in there, even though they are advertisements. But, click on watch video. Things are going to pop up like they are now. That's a little bit louder than I thought it was going to be. Let's get that a little lower. Yeah, I think this might be the first time I've ever watched videos with my sound on. So that's kind of interesting for me, at least. And we'll see how it goes, because most often I hit it, I set my phone down, I go on about my business, check it, a little while later, and just kind of repeat. But that was kind of interesting. Never really heard the sound on some of them. Makes sense, though. Of course they would have sound. Why wouldn't they? Yeah, just kind of repeat the process. No offers. Now this is the big one. I never sort of give up on a no offer screen. There you go, run it again, and you can tell, we're gonna get a video this time. So even though it gave me the no, hey, welcome back, Jeff. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. I sort of just got disconnected instead of lagging out. I'm not sure how much, got passed up there. I basically just looked at where we were in my raid so far. I was kind of upset that I didn't notice it fast enough to jump back into the stream and it continued the same stream. Instead, we now have like that little short stream that's going to be up there, but we'll just go back and kind of work it in the description so people kind of knows what happened in that one. Not much. In case you missed the first part, I'm kind of just showing what I do with coin offers because people ask. In the first part of the stream, I actually said how I think they work as far as what's available and how often you can do ad in a short amount of time, like we're seeing with this Spectrum ad. But I think there's sort of a limit per ad per X amount of time. And then I think there's a limited amount of ads in like, a month or a week or something like that, depending on who's signed up with Scopely. And so I think a big part of the limitation is that, what's available. But I definitely think be persistent with it. I'll do that at least, 2 or 3 times. If I get, no offer 3 or 4 times in a row, I will just move on and either do something else in the game or just kind of walk away from it for a little bit. All right, this time we're back on data. So you use a little bit of mobile data. This showing that we get some good stream health. Maybe that'll kind of be our answer, which would then let me know that the issue is Wi-Fi and not something external of my location. Stream health looking good. Still kind of seeing the same crap on the computer though. I don't know what to make of that. I kind of have to believe it's something that's more of a me problem than a YouTube problem. Loading this back up, I'm seeing the same ad play every time. Hopefully it's not looping for you guys. But I just have no clue what you guys are seeing right now. If it's the same thing I'm getting on the computer, then it's just this. There we go. That finally jumped into something. I'm looking at the timestamp here. It looks like it's pretty on point with what I have. So mobile data is working. That lets me know that apparently it's a Wi-Fi issue where I'm at. And that's something I can solve. So that's good. Hopefully we'll try to take care of that before the next time we stream, and we'll get that kind of fixed, because I know this isn't a good product to watch when I'm jumping in and out for 5-10 minutes of an 18-minute stream. That's kind of pointless. Let the wheel run a bit. We'll see who gets popped up in here, and see if we can't get these off. Tell you what, we'll see if anybody shows up. I'll go ahead and do a couple raids in the meantime. Oh, Patricia. Oh, PattyBot. Yeah, she has an interesting little team here. And people have defense except for that one. Can't leave her out alone like that, Patty. And, these Andreas more than likely are going off next round anyway, so might as well hit them. Leave the Richards a little under. Well, they're going to pop too. That one is at least. Well, that means that's our target. And should be easy working. There we go. And some fuses. So many fuses. I don't know what the fuse trade-in is going to be, but I'm assuming it's going to be very low because we have so many of these fuses. It's a little bit ridiculous. Let's get this last raid in. Yeah, it looks like mobile data is holding the stream well. It doesn't seem to be lagging on the screen. It did get us out of there, so God, it's a Wi-Fi issue. I don't know if might be time for a new router, right, guys? Man, all right. At least we know what the issue is, and hopefully I'll get that solved soon, so we don't have to deal with that in the future. It's about as annoying to me as it has to be for you guys. I appreciate anybody that has kind of stood up with the effort and kind of still hanging around, although not a lot of people are watching at the moment. So we might actually hold off on the gateway tokens till we get a better stream and a better audience for it, just so more people get to see it live. I know that's more exciting than kind of catching it after the fact, just on a regular YouTube vid. Yeah. And defeated, and more fuses. Yeah, we got low watchers right now, which I can completely understand. We had a lot of disconnects there with me trying to get the stream back on and kind of having to figure it out. What I will say is, we know what the issue is now. I'm going to try and problem solve that and get it out of the way before we do more streaming. That way I can give you guys a better quality. Sorry we didn't do any openings on this one. There's only a couple people watching right now, so I don't think we're going to get the most bang for our buck as far as enjoyment there. As always, though, guys, I do appreciate, the effort that you guys put in to come by, to watch things, to add to the channel, to comment, put things into the dialogue, bring things up. I really love the input and the support. You guys are the best. Thank you as always. If you enjoy, give it the old like. If you're new and you want to see more, sorry that this stream was your first experience. Things do get better. Check out some of the other things. There's a lot higher quality there, but I appreciate it. Ooh, prestige rewards. Let's go ahead and jump in. You can see we are about, I don't know, forever away from hitting our next level. So whatever. But let's see what's in the box. Raid tokens are always nice. Oh, elite item tokens. All right, well, a little bit of supply points on the day. Nothing to complain about there. Let's go ahead and try and get some coins, and then we'll call it quits. Ooh, shiny. I've seen enough of these ads. I'm thinking CSX, CSR, some sort of racing, something like that. It's my first time hearing it. You know, a good exhaust sound is always a welcome noise to most men's ears. CSR. I knew it was something like that. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Make sure you're always being diligent with the coin videos. You know, I know at times they are just not available, and that's frustrating, but you can kind of see how that was. Got out of rage, just clicked on it to see if anything popped up, and there it is. I'm going to go ahead and call this for now. Like I said, we're going to try and problem solve the Wi-Fi issue that we know is now on my side before doing the next one. Don't want to blow my mobile data out the window, although it is close to the end of the month, so maybe we can work on that. As always, man, I really appreciate it. Do the likes, do the subscribes if you need to. See you next time.